Guys, get ready with me to help confront my best friend's cheating boyfriend. So basically, he has no idea that she knows about it. She's in college, so she's known for the past 2 days because she got a call from his ex-best friend, and he explained everything and told her everything he's done throughout the relationship. He's been playing it off like she doesn't know anything, and it's gonna be worth it because we're confronting him in person tonight. About to go down tonight. Have our friend Mia here for emotional support. Kylie! If only he knew. This is gonna be funny, guys.
Oh my god,
yeah.
I'm actually so mad.
We're ready!
Wait, shoulder.
Get ready with me while I talk about how I have the record of most detentions and referrals given at once at my old middle school. So this story dates back to 2020. I'm not currently in middle school. And it's also the reason I don't have a dad right now. So this was the very beginning of 2020. I had just gotten a new phone. I got the new iPhone 11. So I gave my old phone back to my dad so that he could sell it or do whatever he needed to do with it. So I had no idea, but my dad started looking through my old phone and watching the stuff I watched on YouTube back to see if it had a curse word or something. It was a really strict household, so I kind of couldn't really do anything without getting in trouble. On my phone, I had text messages. It was a math group chat with all my friends in my math class, and we would send the homework answers to each other to check our answers or just have the homework, which our teacher allowed. So this was not something I thought I had to be hiding. So my dad found that, and he called the school and told them that I was taking pictures of my math test during the test and giving the answers to people. I don't know how one can exaggerate so much, but that was the day I learned he could. And then he found on my phone that I had photoshopped someone's report card for them only to print it out so she could show her parents, which I guess is lying or something. I don't know. But it's not like I hacked the entire school system and changed her grades. On that note, my dad called them and told them I hacked the system. The next thing is I had snuck out of my homeroom class, which my teacher didn't really care what we did, so I didn't really think it was a big deal because she didn't really care. My dad told them I snuck out of all my classes, which way different. No, I did not sneak out of a real class. Plus, all my attendance was there, so it's how can you even prove it, you know? And the last thing I remember him finding is that I had snuck out of ACEs, which if you don't know what ACEs is, it's students that have to come to school early because their parents have work, or students have to stay after school late because their parents have work. So when I was at the morning ACEs, me and a group of my friends all walked to this one girl's house who was also in ACEs because her house was super close and there was a grocery store really close, so we just go and get snacks, and we did this twice or 3 times. But yeah, he found out about one of those times and told the school that I just ditched school completely. How are you gonna say that when my attendance is there? School didn't even technically start yet, so did I really do anything that bad? Then when I got to school the next day, I was pulled into the office and I didn't know he had called. Well, and then they told me that he was the one that called, and I was like, girl, what? They pulled me in and they told me that I had gotten 11 detentions and 4 referrals. And 4 referrals adds up to a suspension at my middle school, but since I had got them all at once, they cut me some slack. And also because I had perfect grades. I was a really, really, really good student. They were kind of skeptical themselves of what my dad was saying, which I was kind of shocked, but they were real ones for that. The guy told me, he was I don't want to give you any of these detentions because you're such a good student, but your dad is making us. Literally bar for bar. That's what he said. And I was oh, so my dad really hates me. So I explained to them the truth of all of it, and they believed me because I don't know why they believed me so much. My dad must have sounded like a fat liar when he was on the phone, which makes sense because he was. For the sending homework one, they were is your teacher okay with that? And I was yeah, he is. He said it was fine. He literally was yeah, that's fine, which is kind of shocking because I feel most teachers would not be okay with that, but he was. So that reduced my sentence to 9 detentions, but then they kind of just stopped giving me the detention. So I only did 2, and then they didn't give me any more detention slips because they thought I was such a good student and didn't deserve them. So when I came home normal time, my dad was why are you not at detention? And I was well, they didn't give me one. And he was okay. And so he calls them and makes them give me more detentions again. Telling this back is so sad, bro. It's just sad. They were honestly not upset at me at all. They were by the way, you got the record now. And I was you think I want to be hearing that? I mean, I did kind of want to hear it because now I can tell this story. Now, the best part is that after I had served like 2 detentions and he called them to make them give me more, it was March 13th, 2020. And if you know what that means, no more school. I was blessed. I was saved by God. Like, I was saved, bro. I was in 7th grade by that time, so I didn't go back to real school until high school, and those detentions did not carry over. And since it was middle school, nothing's on my record. So nice try, father, but you did not succeed. But yeah, guys, this story actually leads up to the reason why I don't have a dad. So if you'd like a part 2, let me know.
Excuse me for day 1 of never seeing him again. As a lot of you guys have guessed, me and my boyfriend did break up. And last night was probably one of the hardest things that either of us have ever had to do. This is what I mean when I say don't trust social media, because our relationship has never been easy, and it's really hard to accept that when you're young and in love. But there comes a point where it's just too much, and honestly neither of us deserved the relationship that we were in. This is his shirt. Last night I was supposed to give him everything back, but I just needed a shirt. And last night was so hard because it was so good. You know, you love someone when in the end you both can just be mature and set aside your differences and wish each other the best and have like one last good everything, you know? Sorry, just give me a second. I need a cry break. I just woke up. I'm not allowed to cry anymore. But I got home at 2 in the morning because neither of us could walk away. Bruh. At the end of the night, after literally like 5 hours of just crying into each other's arms, like, you feel the love so much. It's so hard to accept that you can't keep going. We've tried before. We broke up about a year ago for like 4 months, and we both really got our stuff together, but at the end of the day, there just seems to always be a pattern. We're both just at the point in our lives where we can't risk it again. Like, yes, what if, but we just can't put ourselves through any more of that. And it's so hard because like you want to change, like I want to change, like I want to keep it going. I don't want anyone else. I'm genuinely being so for real. I do not want anyone else. I don't want to talk to anyone. I want him, you know? But at the end of the day, we were both trying to force each other to be the person that we obviously weren't. Especially me. I struggle a lot in relationships. I always have. And this was my first everything, you know? Like, he was literally my first everything. So I'm trying not to feel so much self-blame right now, but literally right now I just feel like it's all my fault, you know? At the end of the day, you know, it takes 2 people to burn a relationship to the ground, and it's never been easy. In the 2 years we've known each other, it really hasn't been easy. And it makes it so hard to let go because the goods are so good, but the bads are so bad. You hang on to the good things for so long, but there becomes a point where the pain it's not worth it anymore. My boyfriend broke up with me about a week ago, and honestly, I'm so thankful he did. I would have never done it, and it really is true in the saying, loving someone is letting someone go, because we both just have to let each other go so we can be happy. Yes, we make each other happy, but we also just hold each other back from so much. Not purposely, it's out of love, but we did just really love each other so much that we just kind of destroyed ourselves, you know? I have absolutely no ill will towards him. We both wished each other the best. It's just so hard because we didn't play the future card. We just said if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, you know? But it's just so weird thinking that, like, that could be the last time everything, you know? I never thought we'd have to say goodbye. That's what was so hard. And last time we broke up, you know, we just said see you later because we knew it was for each other, but we just can't keep going. And that's the reality. I wanted it to be him and he wanted it to be me, but at the end of the day, there's gonna be someone out there for you, regardless if it is gonna be me or not. Because I think it's just hard for us losing a person that's been through everything with them. The last 2 years of my life has been the hardest years of my life I've ever had, and he's been there through all of it. And same for him. We've just cried to each other. We laughed with each other. Like, he knows everything about me. I have a lot of stuff that goes on, and it's just scary to think that there's like not a person out there that knows me the way he did. You know, I don't want to restart. And I know I didn't have to come on and post any of this or talk about any of this, but I know how hard it is to leave toxic relationships because we've never been able to. I need to heal, he needs to heal, and I want to document that process, whether it just helps me or it helps other people. This is something that's real, and it's something that people ignore and overlook. It's gonna be a roller coaster. Some days are gonna be really, really hard, and some days are gonna be really good and distraction filled. And I have so many big things coming, and I'm gonna look at them as healers and not distractions. And I just hit 1 million yesterday, and that's the day me and my boyfriend left. He's been there from the start. He's been there from before all of this, and it's always just been that like marker that we were like, so ready for. And I hit 1 million yesterday and we were both so happy. Anyway, I'm ready and I'm gonna try and clean today. I just really hope you guys are understanding my emotions right now. It's gonna be so on and off. Some days I might be in my healing era, some days I might be in my sad girl era, and I have no idea how I'm gonna cope with this yet. But I am gonna be honest on my platform because this is genuinely one of the hardest things I've ever had to go through, and I know there are so many people going through it. Especially at this age, toxicity is so hard to walk away from, but at the end of the day, everyone can do it, and I want you guys to see me come out of this a better person. I love him with my whole heart. I'm sorry, the waterworks. But I could not be more thankful that we were both mature enough to last night to have one last good night and just say our goodbyes and show each other the love that we've always had and be able to leave with no regrets. I feel like we both got the closure we needed, and now it's time to start healing. So hopefully this helped you. Maybe it didn't. I'm gonna go clean my room and stuff.